Hello everybody, it's Will here. It's been quite a while since I've done a beekeeping video. This is actually my second year in with a whole new set of bees. Game plan for today, see the hive there, is to do a quick inspection. And I do want to apply mite treatment for varroa mites. I'm using Mite Away Quick Strips. It's basically formic acid. This is better than I feel better using this than the stuff I got last year. I'll have to post the warning label of this and in this video so you can see. It is formic acid, it's no joke. And I've never done it before, so this should be interesting. I'm also planning on feeding them. I got a pollen patty here. I got sugar syrup if I need it. I put a hive top feeder on well, I haven't been here in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks ago I put a hive top feeder on to tide them over until the goldenrod really started. So whether I keep that on or not, or whether I add another super, I won't know until I actually get into the hive and start the inspection. So I got my smoker going. Get my gloves on here. And I'm also inspecting the hive quite a bit earlier in the day than I normally do. Normally I'm here in the afternoon. Today I'm here mid to late morning. This glove on. Okay. Okay, my tools. Some of this grass out of the way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to smoke the entrance a little bit. Let them know I'm here. It's kind of like knocking on the door. They're actually pretty busy, active flying right now. Do see a dead bee on the entrance board there. After some point, one of them will pick it up and fly off with it. And look here in the front. Quite a bit of bodies laying down there, which makes me a little worried. Take the cover off. Okay, they drank the feeder dry. I had about 2.5 gallons of syrup in there 2 weeks ago. Okay, crack the corner of the feeder box here. So they have that probably down. Holy smokes. Pull the feeder off. I'll set that there for now. Do that. Dummy. Make sure the queen's not on here. Nope. Okay. Alright. So, got bees all in here. Not much activity going on the sides. Smoke them a little bit. Down here. This tool is a frame holder. It sits on the box like that. What that allows me to do is pull a frame out, and it gives me a little more working room. And I found for me what works best is I tend to pull the second frame out here instead of the first. I tend to roll less bees that way. This next tool that I just set down is a frame puller. I like to use it. I know a lot of people don't. And the frame puller just allows me to grab the frame like that pull it up. This one pretty heavy. And capped honey. Working on drawing out the rest. Got some capped honey there and a lot of full cells of nectar that they're drying out. So I don't need this tool right now, so I'll get it out of the way. Take a look at the first frame. See if they've drawn this one out. Yep, they got this one drawn out. You can see some little bit of capped honey. All the cells are drawn, which is awesome. They're starting to fill them. I see a little bit of, if you look in here, that's pollen and nectar mixed together. It's bee bread. Got capped honey there. So that's awesome. Now, earlier in the spring, wow, they got that one glued down. Earlier in the spring, I had pulled some honey off of here to give the queen some room. And I replaced it with some empty frames. And this is one of them. So they did a good start of drawing that out. Got on that full of nectar. Got that started drawing out, which is good news. They still got room. The trick is give them enough room that they don't feel like they want to swarm. They start to feel like the hive is too packed, they'll swarm on you. Okay, this one, honey in the corners. We're kind of getting the brood nest here. They tend to keep this area open. If you can see that, keep this area open for the queen to lay in. But they're starting to backfill that now, which I would hope so at this point here. And interesting, I lost it. Where'd it go? See, this is what worries me here. It's these cells right here. Oh no, they're capping them. Never mind. See the little white dots in there? Those are larvae that the cells are getting capped over. I saw one in here elsewhere that was emerging. I lost track of it though. Yeah, but we're in the process of capping those. Capping a little high, which is odd. Oops. Okay, got larvae and capped cells. Looking for the queen. Quarter larvae, capped cells, eggs. That's a good sign. Let's see how they keep this whole center area open for her to lay. Now at some point, I like to see them move down to the lower box and start putting feed in there. Again, look for the queen. On that side real quick. Here, there, bunch of capped brood. I don't know if you can see those the white things inside the cells. Those are larvae. And when they get big enough, they'll cap them over. Like you see more over here that they're capping over, and then they'll transform into an adult bee, and then they chew their way out of the capping. Still seeing lots of eggs, which is a good sign. There's a bee with pollen on its legs, which is a good sign. Although I'm going to give them pollen patty here. Okay, they're backfilling this full of nectar, which is good. Means they have space. Oh, this one's heavy. That whole thing is almost capped honey. That's a good sign. I need to start working on this side. So there's basically two full frames. Got some work to do. Here's another empty frame I had put in. You can see how little work they did on that. So I think what I'm going to do is move this frame to the outside. Put this one here. And hopefully they'll just start working on it by association. Kind of checkerboard it a little bit. So I'm going to put this box back together. And you can see the whole time that frame's been just hanging there. And you can tell the bees are busy. They're leaving me alone for the most part. They almost care less that I'm here. That'll change when once I get into this bottom box. Okay. Making room to put this frame in. Not enough room. There we go. Alright, so that box is done. I'm going to remove my frame hanger. A little smoke. Okay. I'm going to crack this box. Okay, now comes the tricky part. Oh, it's still stuck. Oh my, that's heavy. Put that there. This box is pretty slammed with bees. See what's going on down here. Okay. Rain pour. One frame. Brood. A little bit of brood there. Lots of bee coverage on that frame though. Hang that. That way. Look at this first frame. Empty for the queen. A little bit of pollen in there, not much. Bring some pollen in there. A little bit of capped brood, packing pollen. Okay. Capped brood everywhere. Got some larvae going. Now some of this, it looks like to me, they're opening up some capped cells and pulling the larvae out. And that's not a good sign. To me, that's partially why I want to treat today. See if I can get this mite load down. Okay, and there's sign of the queen there. Bunch of cat brood still. There's the queen. Right on the end. Alright, so we're queen right. Sorry I couldn't really get her on camera, but she was on the end of the frame. Now, let's see if she came around. She's buried in there somewhere. I did see her. I marked my own queen this year, which was a first, and that makes it easier to see. So what I'm going to do now is put this box back together. Scrape off some of this comb. I'm going to put this frame back. Maybe. Okay. Frame's in. See all these bees bearding on the box there. Alright, so now I guess it's time for me to try to put this mite treatment in. So I don't need these anymore. Now, when I go to put this on, I'll probably be pretty quiet because I'm literally holding my breath because I don't want to get a lungful of this at all. There we go. Okay, each one of these packs is enough for 2 treatments. And I wasn't sure how it was going to be packaged inside. So, yeah. Instructions. We're doing option 1 because our temperature is going to fall in that range between 85 and 50 throughout the day. It says two strips for 7 days. So, put this back in here. Okay, this is where it's going to get interesting. Okay, here we go. I'm going to hold my breath. Hear them get loud? They did not like that one bit. Stock box back on. Okay. Next thing I want to do is put a pollen patty on right here. I'm going to put this on the top because I have this treatment on. Okay, just like that. What I'm going to do, wrapper in there. And the next thing is I am going to feed them sugar syrup. And I need to move them away from the edge of the box here. And away from the edge of the feeder. Move. Okay. Okay. Now, before I fill this full of syrup, last time I was here I checked it for level, and it was. Since it's been 2 weeks and I moved all that stuff around, I'm gonna check it again. So. Use the measure app and get it on the level. Okay. Go back on. See how level we are. Pretty close. 1 degree. Close enough for me. Okay. I'm gonna go get my sugar syrup. All the bees bearded on the back. They want out of that box because of the fumes. Hopefully this doesn't make them want to abscond, but I wanted to get them treated now while they're starting to build up their winter brood. But look at them bearding back here. One going in. Now the sugar syrup, it's a 1-to-1, which means 1 part sugar and 1 part water. Basically, when I mix this up, it's 2 gallons of water and 16 pounds of sugar. Just gonna put a little bit more in here. There we go. I don't want to run it too high because it'll go over the lip of the box. That's about as full as I can get it. Trying to rescue a few bees here. Alright. Okay, so now put the lid on. As best I can. These bees are like, holy cow, what the heck did you just do to us? Because I put that mite treatment in there. Okay. That should about do it for inspection. Hopefully I come back next week and I'll still have my bees. And hopefully they'll be a little bit better condition as far as mites go. And maybe I'll start filling up these other frames a little bit more. So. Alright folks. But until next time, have a great day.